So, hi everyone. On behalf of the World Backgammon Federation, we welcome you tonight or this day, so wherever you are in the world. This webinar will be about the cube. Everyone asked for it, so Michi had it prepared for us. So thank you, Michi, and please go ahead and just start.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much, Marianne, and thank you everybody for coming today. The topic is cube action, early stage of the game. Yeah, so let's get started. I learned this method from my friend Junichi Tanaka. Yeah, he's a grandmaster. Yeah, now first I'm going to introduce the basic idea. It looks like a starting position, but it's not. Yeah, you'll see that both has 4 checkers on the 8 point. So one checker came from the midpoint. It is a small difference, but that's important. And then, yeah, let's give white the 5 point. So we pretend that the white rolls 3-1 and made the 5 point. So I call it this is a basic position. Now, white on roll. What is the correct cube action for both? Should white double or not? And should black take a pass if white doubled? What do you think?
I mean, I would guess that definitely it's a take. But I wonder. So in the initial position, the normal position of 2 5 3 5, it's a 300 blunder to cube in that position. So if you've made the 5 point and brought one more down, it must be really close to a cube. This, making the 5 points at around 200 equity plus, isn't it? So I would guess this is close, but I would definitely take this as black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree that black would take. But double or not is a more difficult question, I think. Yeah. So any other opinions?
It seems like no double for me, clear no double, because we haven't, aside from the 5 points, I mean, we still have our back checkers there. We don't seem very strong here.
Okay, it's a very good opinion. And you are right. This is not double. Yes, white is a favorite, but doubling is a blunder. Yeah, it is wrong by 120. So yeah, white just roll the dice. It's better not to double. So we found that white need extra advantages. Yeah, let's give white an additional one. But what kind of advantage it should be? There are many types of advantages in backgammon. Yeah. Do you have any ideas?
Splitting, making another point, escaping one of the back checkers.
Yeah, and making another point. Yep. Yes.
And
that's good.
Advanced anchor would be good. Yeah.
Advanced anchor. Yep. That's also good. Yeah. I cannot pick up everything, but I showed you 3 typical ones. the number one is make extra point. So here I mentioned the 4 point. The number two, one white back checker escapes. Number three, the opponent checker is on the ball. So they are all good for white, good for the doubler. So let's give these advantage one by one. The first one is make the 4 point. Okay, now white has a 4 point. Then what is the correct cube action for both?
I would say cube take.
Okay, so you mean white should double and black should
Yes.
take.
Well, I think it's still a no double for me.
I would definitely say this is a double now, but I would still take it as well. So I'm with Dina. I'd say double take.
Oh, thank you. So I think double and take is a majority. Yeah, it seems correct. Yep, actually, this is, yeah, you are right. So white should double and black should take. Yeah. Still, it's a big take, not close one. Okay, then now I'm gonna give the second advantage. One white checker, back checker escapes, and we take out the first one, which is making the 4 point. We take out the 4 point, and then we give this advantage to white. So now the position is like this. White has only one back checker. So now what is the correct cube action? Any opinions?
I would say still a take for sure. And the cube, I think this is really close. This, for me, this is like borderline, because the improvement, if it was what was it, 115 blunder to cube without escaping a back checker, I think escaping a back checker is probably worth about that in terms of equity. So I think this is, for me, this is very close, and I'll go maybe just a tiny double, but a big take.
Okay, take is clear, and a tiny double or borderline double.
Borderline, yeah.
Yep.
A Kazuki cube, this one.
So any other opinions?
I would say a cube, because the pip count is a little bit lower than the previous example. We were at 152, now 147. So I would say a cube and a take.
Okay. Yep. So people say take is clear, and the double is a small double or borderline double. Okay. I like your opinions, and that's correct. Yeah, so it's exact borderline double, no double. And the take is obvious.
I was just going to say, Michi, I guess there's less of a gammon threat here than the previous example where you made the 4 point, right? That's why this is less clear as a cube.
Oh, yeah. Here, game winning chance is 19%, about it. Yeah. It says 19%. So not very big, not very high.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a starting position, we both has 14% game winning chance. So compared to that, 19% gammon is not very high. Yeah. So in the end, it's almost borderline double no double. Okay. Then, how about the third advantage? The opponent checker is on the board. So this is a position. Yes, the opponent checker is on the board. So what do you think? What is the correct cube action?
I mean, I'd guess a double take again. I think our gammon threat's gone up a little bit versus the escaping the back checker example. You know, something like double five is really big now. And I would guess that there's market losers. Like when you make another inner board point and they dance, then, you know, you've probably got to pass. So, yeah, I would think I'd definitely cube this, but I think it's still a take, sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, so he said double and take. Mm-hmm. Any others?
I agree with double and take, but I think the take is smaller than in previous situations.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you mean this position is weaker than the previous position?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's a very good opinion. So let's check. Yeah, okay. So again, take is obvious. And again, it's almost borderline double, no double. Yeah, XG says no double, but the amount of error is very small, only 24. So doubling is not so bad. Yeah, so I wrote down borderline double, no double. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and precisely the position looks like weaker than the previous position. Yep. So yeah, your opinion is correct. Okay. So we found that the two advantages make it a double or borderline double no double. So here, I said two advantages. So what is two advantages? Let's go back and check. Okay. At this position, I said white has two advantages. So making the 5-point and 4-point have two advantages compared to black. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
Or any questions? Mm-hmm. So two advantages make the position double. And this is the second one. Again, white has two advantages. One advantage is making the 5-point. The second advantage is running one back checker to the midpoint. So two advantages make it double. And this is the third position. Again, we see two advantages for white. The 5-point and opponent checker is on the board. So in each case, two advantages make it double. Yeah, that's the idea of this method. Then, how about giving three advantages? So here is the position. And there are two questions. Question number one, how many advantages white has? And what is the correct cube action? Yeah. Can you see how many advantages white has?
3 advantages.
Okay. 3. Let's count one by one. So the 5 point. And running one back checker. And opponent checker is on the bar. Yes, you're right. So white has 3 advantages. Yep. Then what is the correct cube action?
I mean, definitely double, I feel. But I think I would still take this. I think I would still take.
So definitely double and still take. Mm-hmm. And any other opinions? Okay, shall we check? Yes, it's definitely double, yeah. And it's almost borderline take pass. Actually says this is take, but the amount is so small that it is a borderline take pass. So I believe you found the patterns of the cube actions related to the number of advantages. So if our doubler's advantage is just 1, definitely no double. But doubler has 2 advantages, then it's a double, or maybe small no double. And with 3 advantages, it's already pass, or small take. So that's the idea of this method.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
Very simple, very easy to understand.
It
Excellent.
is. It is. And maybe this is too simple. So in other words, it's not precise.
Well, I guess, for me, Michi, my observation would be that some of those advantages are better for wins, and some of those advantages do kind of like wins and gammons. Like making the 5 point and the 4 point and putting someone on the bar are all good for gammons and wins. Like running a back checker is just basically good for wins, really, isn't it? So I think, early game cubes often, the threat is a gammonish threat. There is some gammon threat there, right? And that's probably where a bit of this borderline stuff is coming,
Yeah, it's very professional opinions. So there are some different types of advantages, but the characteristics are very different. Yeah, so running checker increases our winning chance, but it will not increases our game winning chance. And compared to that, making extra point or the opponent checkers on the board, that definitely increases our game winning chance. Yep. Yeah, very good observation. Yeah, thank you very much. So interestingly, I didn't mention anything about pip count. So usually we take care of pip counting when we are doubling. But in this system or method, we don't care about pip counting. That's very interesting. Okay, so let's do some exercise. White on roll, yeah, obviously. If black is on roll, it should be no double. Yeah. So white is on roll. So what is the correct cube action?
I would cube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black
And
has a
then,
blot. Yeah.
Yes, black has a blot on the 21 point. Yes.
And there's one checker in prison.
One checker is on the ball.
I think it's a pass as well because white has only one back checker versus 3 for black. So and a better board for white as well. So I think these are signs of passing, in my view.
So because we are learning a new method, so let's use that method. So let's count how many advantages white has. That's the exercise. How many advantages white has?
Well, the 4 point is definitely an advantage, right?
Yep.
And then I don't know, I would make the 2 point plus the checker on the 16 point another advantage, because I wouldn't put those as like a value of 1 each personally, because the 2 point's less valuable than the 5 point. And you know, you haven't fully escaped the checker on the 16 point. So yeah, I would say 2 advantages here. But sorry, plus the checker on the bar, that's 3. You know, that would make 3.
Yeah. So with this method, we pretend that each advantage is the same. But of course, the truth is the value of each advantage must be different. But I want to make it simple. So just count how many advantages white has. So you already mentioned the 4 point.
Yeah.
This is one advantage.
And the checker on the bar.
2 point, 2 advantage.
2 point. Yeah.
And we are running one back checker, 3 advantages. And on the board, 4 advantages.
And black's blot is not another advantage?
Yeah, it must be advantage, yeah. So 5 advantages, because white is ready to hit. It's a direct shot. So the number of advantages is 5. So even though each advantage is, let's say, the 2 point is not a big advantage, but advantage is advantage. Yeah. And white has 5 advantages in total. So black cube action must be take a pass.
Is it too good? Definitely a pass then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, too good might be possible, yeah. Yeah, but okay.
Double pass feels correct,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Double pass. Yeah. So this method is very good guidance. Yeah. Again, I say this is not precise, but it's a very nice guideline.
Yeah.
Do you want to try another position?
Yes, please.
Okay. How about this? So again, white is on roll.
I would go double take here.
Okay. One vote for double take. Any others? Sorry. One vote.
Pass.
Oh, double pass. one vote for double pass. Now, different question. How many advantages white has?
Well, definitely got, so the 5 point and the 7 point make 2 advantages, don't they?
Threatens to anchor.
Yep. So the 5 point, one advantage, 7 points advantage. Yeah.
And I'd give like half an advantage for splitting. I don't know if that's correct.
Oh, that's a very professional opinion. Yeah. So we said that running one back checker is one advantage, but white check on the 20 point is yeah, it's less stronger than running one back checker, but it's clearly better than on the 24 point. Yeah. So this is advantage, but it's not a full advantage. So you mentioned half advantage. Yeah. I totally agree with that.
And I guess the block then on the 10 point probably counts as half an advantage as well. You know, so maybe we're up to 3 advantages here. You know.
Yeah. Yes.
So maybe this is getting close to a pass. I just think that the split checkers on the back, like if you get hit on the 10 point here as black, you're very likely to anchor. You know, so I would still take it here personally. But
yeah.
I mean, black's very inflexible as well, though. So maybe it's getting towards a pass. You know, stacked up the 8 point and 6 point too. So yeah, possibly close.
Yeah. So white is shooting 10 point block. Yeah, that's true. And this is good for white. So it must be advantage. Yeah. So we see 4 advantage, but splitting is not full advantage. So maybe 3.5, something like that. So that means it must be a very strong position, and take a pass is a tough decision, or if it's more than 3, it must be a pass.
Must be a pass.
Yeah. But I said this system is not very precise. Yeah. So all we can say is this is very strong. Yeah. Okay. Let's check. Oh, it's a pass.
It is a pass.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the system worked well.
Yeah.
And actually, we see another weaknesses of black. So black's midpoint is stripped. This is a midpoint, the 12 point. That's not good. Usually that's not good for black. And plus, black's 8 point is stacked. Yeah, 5 checkers on the 8 point is not good. Yeah, I think these factors also affected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it matters. Yeah, so now you see the outline of this system. Yeah, you just check or count how many advantages the double has. Do you have any questions?
One checker, I think if we moved one checker from, say, the 8 point of black to the midpoint, that might make it closer. As you say, you know, in a way, the advantage is black has become inflexible as well. So it's up to probably 4 advantages, isn't it? You know.
Oh, yeah. So if we move back one checker from the 17 point to the 12 point, yeah, now black's position must be better, more flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your suggestion. Yeah, so let me try. I think I can change the position. Okay. So I copy XCID and I paste it on XG. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay, now moving one checker like this. Oh, I'm sorry. The color has changed. Now the double eye is black. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, here, what is a cube action?
So it's probably a small pass still, maybe, but you know, it'll be much closer, I think. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you are genius. Who is that? Now it's a small pass. Yeah. Before, it was passed by 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's passed by 20. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe it's okay to take. Yeah. Taking is not so bad as a human. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, this is interesting. Oh, that's not good. So maybe, yeah, shall we do one more position? Shall we try?
Yes, please.
Okay. How about this?
I like
So
double
black
take
is on
here.
roll. Yeah, bottom player is on roll.
I mean, if we're following your methodology, Michi, then there's two instant advantages of the 4-point being made and the white checker on the bar. And then
Yes.
I would say, you know, the blot in the outfield plus the extra builder on the 9-point probably add up to another advantage. So maybe black is at 3 advantages here, but it's close, I would say. So I would still, I'm taking everything tonight, but I would still say double take here. But I think this is close to, you know, your three advantages here. And black is split as well. They've split, they've got an extra builder, and there's a block to AMAT in the outfield. So I think this is close to 3 advantages.
Wow. Actually, your explanation is exactly the same as my explanation. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you saved my energy. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, yeah. So, as he mentioned, black has clear 2 advantages, the 4-point and the opponent checkers on the board. They are clear part. And if we see the details, we see another very small advantages. So black's back checker split is 1. For some people, it doesn't matter, but actually it matters. It's better than initial position. Initial position means 2 checkers on the 24-point. This is clearly better. So, but it must be a small advantage compared to running 1 back checker. It must be much smaller, but it is advantage. Also, the opponent checker is on the opponent blot is on the 16-point, and black had some chance to hit. It's also a small advantage, and black has extra builder on the 9-point. Now black has a better chance to make the 5-point, 3-point. Yeah. So they are small advantage, but it must be advantage. So clear 2 advantage plus I'm gonna put blue circle, yeah, small 3 advantages. So maybe in total, it's 3 advantages. So if the doubler has 3 advantages, the correct cube action must be double and take. So is it correct? Yeah, okay. Yeah. This is double take.
So Michi, I think there's another little detail in this position, which is why the take, it's a big take, is that the numbers that make the 5 point or the 3 point are the same numbers that hit the blot on the 16 point. So like 4-3, 5-3, making a board points for black, but they also hit the blot on the 16 point. So there's a bit of duplication going on there in some of black's good numbers.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Black's 4-3 is a great dice to make the 5 point. But at the same time, black can hit on the 16 point. Also, 5-3 is nice to make the 3 point. But it's also the same hitting number on the 16 point. Yeah. So black's good numbers are duplicated, meaning limited. So that's why it's a big take. Yeah. Thank you very much for a very nice explanation. Yeah. I like it. Yep. Okay. Yep. So yeah, I showed you some examples. And again, okay, maybe I'm going to show you the diagram once again. Yep. So this is very important. Yeah. Just count how many advantages the doubler has. If it's 1, definitely no double. That's too early. And if it's 2, then small no double. And if it's 3, now it's very strong. It might be a pass or a small take. Yeah, something like that. I believe this is a very good guideline. Yeah, and again, I learned this method from Junichi Tanaka. It was a long time ago, maybe more than 10 years ago. Yeah. Okay, do you have any questions?
Yes, on this position, you said that we had two advantages and small advantages which add up to 3. So how come this is not a pass and the pass is such a big blunder?
Could you specify the position?
Just the position that we saw just now, we had 2 advantages and 3 small advantages, which added up to a third one. So it was 3 advantages, and here you say 3 is a pass or a small take, but actually the pass was it was a big blunder to pass.
So you're talking about the last position.
Yes.
Yeah. So 3 pass or a small take, but the truth is, as in the last position. Oh, this is the last position. Yeah. So 2 clear advantage plus 3 small advantage. So I said in total it's 3 advantages. Yeah. But so it must be a pass or a small take. But it's a take. Yeah. A big take. Very big take. Yeah. Yeah. So So we already discussed about this. So some good numbers are duplicated. Yeah, like 4-3, 5-3. Good numbers are duplicated. Yeah, I think that reduces the value of black's position. reduces the value of the black strength. That's why it's not a small take. It makes it a big take.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
I
you.
think as well, Michi, that you know, you could argue. I mean, the 4 point is not as valuable as the 5 point, isn't it? So, you know, I think this, in a way, for me, the subtlety with your approach is in, you know, and getting this really fine-tuned is in understanding that some advantages have bigger weight, and some of them are good for wins, some of them are good for gammons, you know, and the way that you did like the half advantages in this position, I think for me that's the sophisticated way to use this. But one thing I was going to say is that I think this is not just useful for people when they're thinking about cube action. I think this is really useful for people when they're faced with opening dilemmas. And you know, always the answer to the question is, should, you know, of what you should do in a position is like, how am I building value, particularly at the start where we both start sort of equal. And you know, the idea of, you know, is this building an advantage for me versus is it taking away an advantage from my opponent, etc., is a really nice way for thinking about some of those decisions that we need to make in the opening phase, where maybe there's, you know, 2 or 3 options of what you could do, and having a thought then for, well, what is the biggest advantage I can give myself, you know, is a good guiding principle for this, right? So it's not just applicable to cube action. It could guide people's checker play as well, because, you know, we're trying to get to a cube in the opening position, aren't we? That's the purpose of what we're trying to build towards.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, you extended the idea not only for the cube actions to the checker plays. Oh, wow, you're amazing. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and the important part is okay. So first, I showed you many examples, but in each case, the basement of making the 5 point. But in this position, black made a 4 point instead of a 5 point. So the position must be weaker. Yeah, that's what I can say. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's time to finish.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Michi. Thank you for everyone. This will be available on the WBDF YouTube channel, so you can watch it again. And you can follow our social media channels as well to check for the next webinar with Michi next month, hopefully. Okay?
Great.
Thank you,
Thank
Michi.
you, Marianne. Domo arigato, Michi.
Wow, my pleasure. Yeah. Thank you, Marianne, and thank you, everybody. Yeah. So I hope to see you next time.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Michi.
Bye.
Thank you, Marianne.
Sure. Bye-bye.